Sekeres and Price from Wall Center presentation, Applewood Auto Group, and we have reached S versus P, our weekly debate segment. Presentation of LiUNA 1611, BC's Laborers Union. They have contractors looking for their members to hire today. Check out 1611.ca. LiUNA 1611 has your back, and Blake, a story is emerging here after a slow start.
A story is emerging, yeah,
from yours truly.
It's being covered by all the media, yeah.
I'm on quite a roll now. This is 3 consecutive wins to bring the record to 5-7-3. I'm starting to feel a little bit like my Chicago Bears. Okay, bad start, but we've got this. Watch out, NFC.
Did you celebrate like the Bears
Watch
did?
out, Blake Price. Last week, the question was, should Vasily Podkolzin start the season on the Canucks roster? I argued no. You argued yes. And
people are so negative.
70% on Twitter sided with me, and then YouTube was just a demolition, 24-5.
What's happened?
So, this week, who will be the Canucks MVP? Defined as the Cyclone Taylor Trophy winner, voted on by the fans, presented every year this season. I will be arguing on behalf of Thatcher Demko. Blake will be arguing on behalf of
Quinn Hughes.
So Elias doesn't make the cut here.
Nope.
Oh, how about that?
Somebody had to end up on the cutting room floor here.
Yeah, it's true. 2 minutes each per argument. And a reminder for those who will be voting on Twitter or YouTube, we ask you to evaluate who made the better arguments, not necessarily vote your opinion here. You're like a jury. Mediator Grady Sass presiding. And I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I want the ball. We're going to score.
Oh, gosh. All right, Matt.
All right.
Your 2 minutes starts now.
Goaltender is the most important position generally, but particularly so for the Vancouver Canucks. As we know, this isn't a complete team in front of them. This isn't a robust defensive team in front of them. Now, Tocchet could change that in time, but in the interim, they're going to need Thatcher Demko to be great, just as he was a couple of seasons ago, his last injury-free season when he won this trophy. And as we know, the Canucks have some terrific skaters who will score. Elias Pettersson, JT Miller, Andrei Kuzmenko, Quinn Hughes. So they have some buffer around them. They have some insurance. They have some support. Reduces the requirement for them to be as great and makes it more difficult to isolate a skater as club MVP. We've seen this before with the Cyclone Taylor Trophy. Past winners include, well, as mentioned, Demko a couple years ago. Markstrom, Luongo, and Richard Brodeur all went back-to-back in this award. But then there are even guys like Alex Auld and Corey Schneider who were far from the best players on their individual teams. You had Naslund, you had the Sedins with them, but they had outsized effects on an individual season. And I think the same is going to hold true this year with Thatcher Demko. He was tracking as a top 10, even top 5 goaltender in the league before he got hurt last year. Our friend Frank Saravelli has picked him to win the Vezina this year, and you will see a lot of Vezina love for Thatcher Demko in some of these early preseason predictions. Nobody would be surprised if he had his best season to date. He's come to that time where he's old enough, mature enough, has enough experience, and of course has a catalog of NHL success. He's going to play a lot. He's going to steal games. He's going to get them points on nights when maybe the others around him aren't at their best. He's a franchise goalie in a sport where the position can have an outsized influence. Plus, it's a fan vote. They voted Pettersson last year. I think they'll want to go Demko this year.
A couple seconds over the allotted
I
time,
will
Matthew.
remind you, Mediator Sass, that I have left a lot of time on the table in the previous weeks.
Oh, is that how it worked? I didn't know that you could bank time.
No. I got called out last week in the inbox for not being the proper mediator that I'm supposed to be. This week, I'm clamping down. That will not be tolerated in my courtroom. Thank you. Blake, are you ready to go?
Of course. You don't have a courtroom. You have a boardroom. You're a mediator. You're not a judge.
Hey, I'm working my way up. Blake, your 2 minutes starts now.
Because of the fan voting side of this, it's a little like predicting an election here, folks. You're not necessarily saying who the best candidate is, but who will present as the best candidate, and how does the current climate affect those perceptions, right? Does that sound familiar watching the news? Anyhow, what are the perceptions of this team? And if those change, who will get the credit? The perception is this team can score, but it cannot defend. And if the goals against change this season, 2 guys will get the most credit. And it's the 2 guys we focus on today, Thatcher Demko and Quinn Hughes. Except that Demko is expected to defend. He's the damn goalie. It's his only MO. Stop goals. Not so for Quinn Hughes. It's only part of his marching orders. And to this point in his career, it's not been a big part of his reputation. But this year, Hughes will likely set a career high in minutes. Just watch. And if the Canucks can lower their goals against, the man wearing the C will be the guy showered in praise. It will go against what we've seen so far. And make no mistake, that letter will be a big part of it. The public sentiment with a better team and a team that is as close to playoff viability as they've been in the last 8 years, that love-in will be a tidal wave that Quinn Hughes surfs on the most. Matt listed the trophy winners in the past. Not many defensemen on that list. Canuck fans have been waiting for this moment, waiting for this kind of player, waiting for this performance. Hughes will play more. He'll talk more, be seen more than any other player this season. You will not escape the lovable Huggy Bear. He will be a landslide winner of the Canucks MVP award, and as a result, Elias Pettersson might have the quietest 100-point season in Canucks history until contract time. Quinn Hughes will be your Cyclone Taylor Award winner.
Interesting that he's asking the jury to buy landslide.
Interesting that he stayed within the time limit, unlike
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Mediator Sass.
All right, there you have it, everybody. You can vote. We ask you, of course, to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. 3-game winning streak and hoping to make it 4. Need your support.
MVP.
This clip brought to you by LiUNA 1611, BC Laborers Union. Check out 1611.ca.